Okay, welcome to Devoxx US. Woo!
Thank you very much. For those who don't know him, this is Stephan Janssen, who is the founder of the Devoxx franchise, and my name is Mike Milinkovich. I'm the executive director of the Eclipse Foundation. It's a real pleasure to have you folks here. For the first ever Devoxx US, we're pretty excited, although obviously there's a lot of people stuck in traffic on the 101 this morning, but that's what you get for living in this neighborhood.
Well, no, that's what you get when you do a Devoxx, right? You bring the Belgian weather to San Francisco, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or San Jose.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're pretty lucky we didn't bring the Canadian weather with us, so.
You're Canadian? I thought this was an American company organizing Devoxx. You're not saying it's Canadian?
Strictly speaking, the Eclipse Foundation is actually legally an American company. We just happen to run it from a nicer place.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right.
No, sorry. I couldn't resist.
But no, this is great. I mean, we have about 700 people attending Devoxx. I mean, just so we refer to like the first Java Polis, which was in 2001, we had also around 700 people, and it has grown every year with 30%, and we now have like 3,500 people attending. So I think we're in a good spot for a first edition.
Yeah, we're off to a good start. And internationally, there's people here from 31 countries, including as far away as China and India. And we also, so about 27% of the Devoxx US attendees are from international sources. So welcome for the people to the people who traveled from far away.
Yeah, thank you for the effort. I'm sure we probably would have more Europeans if well, anyway, I won't go there.
Don't go there. Okay, so we have lots of things to say thank you to and about. First and foremost, we need to thank our sponsors. So thank all the companies up there that are generously supporting our first Devoxx US. There's a great exhibit hall across there. So please take the time to go and visit the exhibitors and talk to them. Look at why they're here. And by the way, just in case you hadn't figured it out, if you want a cup of coffee or anything to eat, you're going to have to go through the exhibit hall. So we're pretty clever that way.
I'm really proud to have that type of list. I mean, if you have like Eclipse and JetBrains back to back, you have Google and Oracle back to back, and that only doesn't reflect in the exhibition floor, but you will also see that from the speakers. We have some really great rock star speakers from both Google, Oracle, Netflix, and so on. So it's a truly diverse and vendor-independent conference. So that's cool.
And that's absolutely true. And we're very, very proud of the fact that we were able to get 25 companies to step up to sponsor the very first Devoxx US. So,
thank you very much for that. I mean, it would not have been possible without them, for sure. So we should maybe welcome our diamond sponsor, Reggie from IBM. Where's Reggie?
Reggie, come on up. Now, just for those who don't know, if it wasn't for Reggie's perseverance and support, we would not be here today. So thank you very much, Reggie.
Very good.
Thank you, Reggie. So, before you start, so this guy, he's to blame. I mean, we met at Devoxx Belgium 2015, and he had an idea.
Right. So first of all, let me say I'm not happy today. Not happy at all, because I'm ecstatic. Because Stephan and I have a previous relationship. I used to work at Sun Microsystems, and we worked with Stephan many years over. And to the extent that we stopped doing events in Europe because of what Devoxx work they were doing, right? And so we had a conversation about 15, 17 months ago.
Yes.
I said, hey, Stephan, guess what? I'm at IBM. He said, yeah? I said, yeah. And I said, I have a problem. I said, we don't have a developer conference. He said, you don't? He said, I have an idea. I said, let's talk about it. And this is what the culmination of that particular conversation. And for me, it was really, really exciting because we needed a developer conference and developer community that was innovative, had thought leadership, and individuals who are going to ask the right questions about technology, right? And I wanted it to be not your grandfather's IBM, but the next generation of IBM, and have a conversation with developers and communities that can actually drive that conversation. So this is it. And I'm ecstatic. I'm very happy to be here. Looking forward for the next few days and so forth. Let's have a great Devoxx.
And thank you for your support, man.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is a team effort, right? There's so many. I mean, it takes a small village to make this happen, and there's lots of interesting people who are actually helping out, and we definitely want to shout out. And I think the next slide is a good point for that. Well, first of all, I need to thank Roman Guy for this nice picture that we were able to use, which we're going to use as an intro before all the talks. But Arun Gupta, where are you?
Come on up, Arun.
Welcome to Devoxx, Arun.
Welcome to Devoxx as well. Well, I'm super excited. This is San Jose. This is my home city. So as excited as I was when Devoxx was coming to US, I was super excited, as Reggie said, ecstatic, that this is coming to my home city. So hey, welcome to San Jose. This is where I live for a number of years now. The weather has come along with Devoxx Belgium.
Of course, and the beer as well. We've imported some beer as well.
So it's only going to get better. Don't worry. We're going to make it sunny, absolutely. So walk around the downtown. There are lots of good eateries here to play around, so feel yourself welcome. It's very exciting. Hopefully, as Stephan said, 700 is the beginning. And we will hopefully surpass even the Devoxx Belgium.
Make sure you tweet, you use the hashtag DevoxxUS, and let's make just all our colleagues which are working at the office now jealous, so they want to be here next year as well, right? So make sure that happens.
It's all about us too, is a viral thing. The more you spread the word, tell your companies why they should care about, sponsoring Devoxx, why they should send attendees, why they should send speakers to it. As a program committee member, make our job super hard. Submit as many proposals as you can. So I think that's what makes it exciting for us.
Yeah. And so we actually already started on Sunday, right? So if we look at the next slide, we actually have some really nice pictures. And I mean, you're founding and running this initiative, which is called Devoxx for Kids. So can you talk a bit about that?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, Devoxx is for big kids, like you and me.
Yep.
And then Devoxx for Kids is younger kids, which is anywhere from 6-year onwards to 16-year onwards. And inspired by you, you started this in Belgium. I founded the nonprofit and a 501c3 here in the US, and we have about 6 or 7 chapters running across US. And then we did a kids workshop, a bunch of kids workshops, actually 8 kids workshop on Sunday. The good thing was we were able to get a nice facility, so a really wonderful experience. And as you can see in the pictures, kids were building lightsabers. They were learning how to build their first iOS application. So we're always, and all of this content, by the way, is available on our GitHub repo.
Yeah.
So if any of you want to run your own workshop, take the content and run with it.
It's open sourced, even if it's not named Devoxx for Kids, it doesn't matter, as long as we are doing something, inspiring the next generation with technology, because the educational system is broken. It's broken in the US, it's broken in Europe. They're getting PowerPoint and Excel. That's what they get for computer science, right? We can do so much more. So we need to inspire not only our children, but also the teachers, and even like in Morocco, we have Devoxx for Kids Morocco. They're involved in the federal or national Ministry of Education to actually help them identify workshops. So this is good karma. This is
well, I mean,
really
essentially, it gives you that goosebumps. Devoxx is okay. We have been doing this for many years, and every time you do Devoxx for Kids, there are people genuinely interested in figuring out what are you doing. And end of the day, I want to step back and have these kids take a leadership role. And these are my minions who are going to be running around and doing all the good things for us. So absolutely, I would love for you, if you live in the Bay Area, I would love for you to get involved with Devoxx for Kids. Help us, contribute content. If you contribute content, then that gets translated to multiple languages, gets delivered in different chapters. Become a speaker, become an instructor, become a volunteer.
And make a difference.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Arun. Thank you for your support.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'm actually happy to say that we had a number of people from the foundation that were at Devoxx for Kids on Sunday, and they came out all saying, we've got to do this in Ottawa, in our home city. So,
there were 4 new Devoxx for Kids generated because of that event. It's really a chain reaction. It's like a virus, but a positive one.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we definitely need to do a shout out at the companies who are really supporting this event and sending quite a lot of attendees to this event.
Yeah, so each of these companies are sending 5 or more people to the to Devoxx US. So thank you very much for supporting the event by sending people. It's really appreciated.
Absolutely. Another one is really important is that make sure you install the My Devoxx mobile app. This is actually an application written in Java using JavaFX, and we have a talk about that with Johan Vos later this week. And what it allows you to do is to rate the session. So you don't only have to rate it by giving it stars, but you can even give feedback on the content, the delivery, and other suggestions that you might have for that speaker. It's very, very valuable for both the speaker and the organizers as ourselves to know if you liked it or not. Should we blacklist that speaker next time or what? Or, you know. So use the application and let us know what you think about it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Feedback is the breakfast of champions.
Absolutely. So the other one is make sure we have on the badge a QR code. The QR code is something that we can use at the exhibition floor where sponsors can actually scan you. So make sure you visit them, share your details, talk to them, listen to their products. I mean, there's some really interesting companies out there.
And I think we owe a thank you to a team for building this,
absolutely,
right?
Yeah, I almost forgot. So Horacio and Fabrice, Nicolas Martignol, the team from Devoxx France, they actually built an application to do the scanning, and we're using this for the first time here. So thank you guys, if you're in the room, for making this happen. And like I said, it's a small village making this all possible. And we have like a tweet wall developed in JavaFX as well, open sourced. Yes, chat, we are still using JavaFX. And this is like a tweet wall where it actually shows nice transitions between all the different tweets. So Sven Reimers from Java User Group in Germany made this, so thank you for that as well.
Yep, that's awesome. And we wouldn't be here without the program committee.
No.
I think actually we're probably even missing a few pictures. It was a big program committee, but it had to be big because we had so many talks. We'll talk about that in a second. But we all owe a huge thank you to the people who put in a lot of hours to make this possible. And in particular, I'd like to thank our program chair, Stephan Janssen, who was here to help us put on our first Devoxx US and make sure our program had that Devoxx flavor. And so we really thank you very much, Stephan.
You're very welcome. And I mean, it was a pleasure. We have rock star speakers. We had so much content. I was like begging, can we have an extra room? Can we have an extra room? So we have like 10 parallel sessions because I just wanted to have those speakers and the content. And even if there's only going to be 5 maybe people attending in a room, who cares? It's recorded and it will get 10,000 views afterwards anyway, right? So again, thank you everybody from the program committee to help.
And we actually had more talk submissions for this, 785 proposals at any other Devoxx in history.
Yeah, that made me a bit jealous.
Yeah. So the program committee had a lot of work to do because they had so many submissions, but that really indicates the interest and support for the event.
Absolutely. And like I said, if you can't make a decision which talk you want to go, don't worry, pick your favorite one. The other ones, you'll see it online afterwards on YouTube. So we're going to share and record all the sessions and share it with you on our channel.
So I run an open source foundation, so I obviously believe in free software, but given my waistline, you can also see I believe in free beer. So please join us. Please join us at the exhibition reception tonight, sponsored by our friends at Pivotal. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that.
Canadians wear toques. It's what we do. And of course, I'm really happy because I finally get a piece of swag I can use when I go moose hunting next fall. So that's pretty cool. But if you need any help, look for the staff wearing the blaze orange hats and the star-shaped hoodies, or not star-shaped, star-scattered hoodies. We have a great staff here and really appreciate all the effort that they put into being here and helping us, but also making this whole event possible.
Yeah. And also a big shout out to our conference queen, Anne Jacko. I mean, without her, it would not have been possible. Yeah, stand on your chair and then give her a round of applause. I mean, she's the lady. And this is like a pattern. The real conference is actually organized always by a woman.
Yeah.
They really have the discipline and they know how to do this, and they can really do multitasking.
And in case you're wondering, Stephan was not really joking when he said conference queen. That is literally what it says on her business card. So she has been our conference queen at the Eclipse Foundation for many years, and we wouldn't be here without her.
No, absolutely. Thank you, Anne.
Just want to mention that the Eclipse Foundation is the producer of this event, and like all of the events that we produce, we do have a code of conduct. You can go and read that if you really want to, but the short version is just go out and be nice and awesome to each other, and it'll be professional.
Exactly.
And everything will be awesome.
Yeah. And so I do want to use this next slide. No, that's fine. I do want to use this slide to thank you very much for the Eclipse Foundation to make this happen. And seriously, without their support, without their expertise and so on, this would not have been possible, right? I mean, I really had nightmares of this event just because like, oh man, what's going to go wrong and all of that. But these guys really got my back. They support us. They're very professional. And thank you, Mike, for that.
Yeah,
I really appreciate that.
Thank you. It's been great. It's been a great partnership.
I agree. So we still got 5 minutes. So before we wrap up and introduce the next keynote speaker, I want to have Arun and Reggie back on stage so we can take a selfie. I mean, that should be part of the experience, right? So make sure everybody smiling for the, sir, your hair, you should put your hair a bit like that so it's good, yeah. All right. Okay. Make sure you smile.